Last night's WNBA Finals game was absolutely rigged, and there is so much proof. What a terrible way to end.
Big news has just rocked the basketball community. LeBron James, a prominent figure in sports, has recently made remarks that have reverberated through the WNBA community. He raised the concern that the recent WNBA Finals may not have been entirely transparent, prompting serious questions about the fairness of the competition and igniting lively discussions among fans and analysts.
By now, I'm sure you have heard someone say that sports is a microcosm of what society is. Well, I would say that this game, the final, I saw poor officiating and poor execution of the game we call basketball.
Reactions are mixed. While some fans support his viewpoint, players have begun to share their own opinions, creating an atmosphere of curiosity and debate. So, what led to this uproar? LeBron's frustration was clear as he felt that the outcome of the WNBA Finals was wrong.
Because that was not a foul. That call should have been reversed.
His public remarks have increased tension around the league. As the exciting new NBA season is about to begin, LeBron James stands on the edge of history, ready to play alongside his son. Now, LeBron is directing his attention to the WNBA, candidly sharing his perspectives on the matter. To stay informed on this captivating situation and receive the latest updates, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. The WNBA Finals promised to be the pinnacle of the season, showcasing an electrifying battle between two fierce teams, both eager for victory. Yet, when the game ended, many fans were left puzzled, questioning the referee's decisions and if the match had been conducted fairly. A sizable number felt that the officiating lacked consistency, particularly in key moments that seemed to give one team an unfair advantage, causing doubt about the integrity of the game's outcome. A large portion of the fans felt that the officiating was uneven, especially in those crucial moments that seemed to favor one team unfairly, leaving them to wonder if the outcome was shaped by bias. Such controversial calls sparked a big discussion among fans.
I know all the headlines will be Reeve cries foul. Bring it on. Right? Bring it on. Because this shit was stolen from us.
Social media became a firestorm of heated debates as fans from both teams passionately discussed the game's fairness. Some stood up for the referees, arguing that they had done their utmost under immense pressure. However, a number of fans felt that something was off, leading to rumors about possible manipulation that started to circulate almost right after the game ended. When a giant like LeBron James shares his views, the entire sports community takes notice. Just recently, he took to social media to share his discontent about what he feels was a manipulated outcome in the WNBA Finals.
In the fourth quarter of Game 3, 4 seconds, Ionescu will heave and hit! And hit! Sabrina Ionescu with the biggest shot in Liberty history!
Unafraid to share his thoughts, he implied that the results appeared questionable and called for necessary changes to enhance the game. His comments created immediate and significant reactions in both the WNBA and NBA communities. So what prompted LeBron to speak out at this particular time? Some argue it's due to his long-standing commitment to justice and integrity within sports. Others speculate that this recent historic event, playing on the same court as his son for the first time, has made him more attuned to the issues of fairness in the game he cherishes. Regardless of the reasons, LeBron's statements have sparked a vital conversation that isn't likely to fade away anytime soon. The WNBA's response: silence, denial, or investigation. When LeBron's comments made their way online, everyone began to look closely at the WNBA to see how they would react. Would they directly tackle the accusations, or would they decide to stay quiet in light of the increasing criticism? At first, it felt like no one was saying anything, and fans along with media outlets were left hanging, hoping for an official response that would confirm the WNBA Finals were fair and not influenced by outside forces.
We welcome you to Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York for Game 5 of these 2024 WNBA Finals.
Get it poppin'.
Tonight, a champion will be crowned. Will the New York Liberty win the first title in franchise history, or will the Minnesota Lynx win a record 5th?
Eventually, some league officials spoke up, standing firm in their defense of the game's integrity and denying any improper actions. Still, many people felt the impact had already been felt, the doubts had surfaced, and questions lingered about whether the league would assess the officiating standards.
Stugotz Collier had a lot of free throws last night. She did really well from the line.
Yeah, she did. It's a great game. I mean, they hoisted the trophy, and that's all that matters.
Hoisting it.
It's classic Game 7. I don't care how they got to winning the Game 7. I mean, I know Sabrina was terrible. Okay,
Yeah,
she was
Game
up.
5.
She's the reason they lost the game. Yeah.
The silence from several players was striking, as only a few chose to publicly share their thoughts on the issue. This lack of communication has only added new dimensions to the controversy, making it essential for the WNBA to carefully consider its next steps for the sake of its reputation.
Yeah, and this is something that is felt everywhere by everybody in these. Both teams have their season ended by a loss. You rarely get a team shooting 55% and seeing a beautiful basketball game. It's usually a whole lot of...
Meanwhile, while the WNBA grapples with its own challenges, the NBA has kicked off its new season in a truly historic way. LeBron James and his son made headlines as they became the first father-son pair to play together in an official NBA game.
Out of bounds, along with LeBron. History tonight, the first father-son duo to play together in an NBA game. This is all in the family. And what a celebration for the James family. Ronnie's brother and sister.
The atmosphere was electric, filled with joy and celebration as the James family cheered from a prime front row seat. This incredible moment brought a wave of pride to the start of the NBA season, sharply contrasting with the challenges overshadowing the WNBA Finals. Despite the thrill of this fresh NBA season, LeBron's commitment to the WNBA's integrity hasn't faded. His concerns reflect a deep-rooted worry about how the game is being played and perceived. By voicing his thoughts, he has only strengthened his already significant impact within the basketball world.
Because everybody is looking for you to say anything, and they're gonna splice it and cut it and make it a negative thing. And I think for her, the one thing that I love that she's bringing to her sport, more people want to watch. More people want to tune in. I saw for the first time that they had a chartered plane. For the first time.
The response to LeBron's comments has been quite heated and split. Right away, some fans supported him, impressed by his willingness to speak out against possible issues. They feel that his influence could bring about important changes in the WNBA and maybe even have a wider impact. On the flip side, other fans think his remarks were inappropriate, seeing them as an unfair criticism of the league and its referees. As opinions clash on social media, sports experts have jumped in to share their views as well. Some analysts back LeBron, insisting that the WNBA needs to take the problems with officiating seriously. Meanwhile, others point out that his comments were too unclear to hold weight, suggesting they stem from disappointment over a surprising match result. No matter the stance, it's clear that LeBron's words have ignited a lively debate regarding the sport's integrity. As the dust settles around this controversy, important questions remain about the WNBA's long-term future. Will the league take serious measures to guarantee that future games are seen as fair and above board? Is there potential for a reform in officiating standards or enhancements in referee training to ensure that similar issues don't arise again? These are pivotal concerns for the WNBA, as maintaining the trust of its fans is essential. Some analysts are optimistic that this turning point might bring about meaningful change, using a challenging situation as a springboard for improvement. However, there are growing concerns that failing to take decisive action could push away a part of its expanding audience. The WNBA now stands at a critical juncture where the decisions made today might shape its future for many years ahead.
5 rebounds for Courtney Williams. Sabrina Ionescu has not scored in the second half. Lainey Hamilton in the corner. Truth! Out of 3!
LeBron James' remarks have resonated powerfully, echoing not just in the WNBA but throughout the entire basketball world. The allegations of a fixed final have put the league under intense examination, with fans, analysts, and players all eagerly waiting to see what unfolds next. For the moment, the WNBA is holding strong in its defense, while LeBron's impact keeps the dialogue active.
In legal guarding position, and the funniest thing is that the commentators that were calling this game didn't even go into detail and talk about like what that actually means, because I feel like for most basketball fans, we don't hear not in legal guarding position often for the reasoning as to why a referee calls a foul. So obviously the game went into overtime and the Liberty came out with the victory and they won their first championship ever in the history of Liberty basketball. But so
as we continue to track this story, it's evident that this is about more than just a single game. It's about the integrity of the game itself and the fervor of those who play and support it. Whether you align with LeBron's perspective or not, his statements have brought to light a crucial point. Basketball fans are watching closely and seeking answers. To keep up with all the latest developments, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. This narrative is just getting started, and the final buzzer has yet to ring.